She just texted me just now.
Yeah, I apologize for that. I'm just we are live right now. Um, I'm just learning about you, and I wanted to know more about
On
you.
your camera, I can't see you.
You can't see me.
No, no, it's like you. It's half of you.
It is. How about now?
Now I see you. Here we go. That's the whole you.
I hey everybody. Um, it's your girl Black Rose, aka the Concrete Rose. And if you know anything about concrete, it's definitely hard to break. I have a very special guest here with me tonight. His name is the one and only Mr. Adrian Tusciano. He is the proud owner of True Light Film Productions.
That's
So
right, baby.
we're gonna get into asking him some questions. How you doing, Mr. Adrian? How are you?
I'm okay. You jacked my name up a little bit, but it's okay. It's Adrian Toscano, or for short, you could just call me True Light.
I appreciate
Okay,
that.
it's True Light Films, everything. Okay, True Light TV, True Light Films. We are here. We in the
Yes.
building. Um, Thank you for reaching out. I appreciate the love. I appreciate you wanting to interview me. Thank you again. Where you from again?
I'm from Brooklyn, New York originally.
You from BK?
I am.
Wow,
I
that's where
am.
I'm from.
I heard. That's what made me want to
Wow,
interview you more. I was like, yo, he from my neck of the woods.
wow. And like you in VA now?
I'm in VA now, yes.
Okay, okay. 'Cause she told me Miss Shake told me she had some dealings with BK. She
Mm-hmm.
used to she used to be in BK and she used to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She told me that. I
Yeah.
didn't realize it was that heavy. Okay, BK is in the building. I'm from Park Slope, Brooklyn, New York.
Okay. East New York, Brownsville, Fort Greene.
O- okay, in the building. Been behind the camera for about 20 years. 20 years behind the camera. I'm 40 years old. I've been behind the camera for about 20 years.
Okay.
I've been directing for about
Wow.
7 years.
Which one between directing, producing, and writing? Which one do you like the best? Which one is more
Um,
of your thing between those three?
I would say directing.
What is it about directing?
Directing is my natural state of life.
You a leader.
Even I'm a leader, yes. So even when I was little, even when I was in the Air Force, um, I would be the one to get the plan and have everybody follow through. So that's my
Mm-hmm.
natural thing. So I naturally went into that position naturally. Like I'll be in charge of something and I won't say I'm the director. I won't say I'm the guy in charge, but everybody will follow suit because you could feel it. You could it's just
Right.
a natural thing.
It's in your belly.
It's just in me, you know. So that's one of the things that I fell into that was just natural, and I love it. I love directing. I love dealing with the talent. I love team. I love teamwork. I love being a part of a team.
Absolutely.
I love that it's in film it's the biggest team sport.
Okay.
A basketball team, they got 12.
Mm-hmm.
I believe a football team has 15. Soccer team probably has, I think, I'm not sure, maybe 20. But a film team, we're talking 200.
See.
So when you look at the end of the credits and all those credits is rolling, it took all those people to make this piece of art.
So everybody has to pull their weight. Like if one person messes up, it's a domino effect.
It's a domino effect.
You
Yes, it
got to be
is.
on your
So
P's and Q's, especially on your set, right?
yeah, especially on my set, we not playing around. Some of these movies cost $18 a minute.
Oh, I actually watched two of them.
You
Glow.
watch you watch Glow, okay?
Oh my God. Listen, you did the daggone thing. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I watched it twice.
Oh wow.
I plan on watching it again. You are fabulous. I'm very proud of you. And I watched Trapped in Temptation. I had the pleasure of being on set with Mr. Lamaster Spratling, and I met Ebony Tate in person. I believe in 2023. I was in the movie Contract Healer 2 with Mr. Spratling, and that
Mm.
movie was fabulous. I absolutely loved that.
So fun fact, I actually wrote Trapped in Temptation for Miss Ebony Tate.
She could.
I saw her movie Mother May I,
Mm-hmm.
and I was blown away by her presence on camera.
She did
I
her
went
thing.
right in. I went in, in hopes that she would do it, and like it, and she happened to love it, and it came out really dope. And that was my first script that I ever wrote.
Really?
That's my first script that I ever wrote and directed. That was actually a book before it was a script.
So you're a book author too.
Yeah, I have 15 books on Amazon.
And how many movies you got under your belt?
26,
And how old are you?
40.
You doing your thing. Wow, that is amazing. What
Thank
about the
you.
animated series?
Oh, with my daughter?
I think that is so cute.
Yeah, so I just launched True Light TV if you was following me as of lately.
Mm-hmm.
So we got our own network now.
Mm-hmm.
That launches in June. Um I needed a platform of my own,
Mm-hmm.
especially with my daughter's work. I want her to own that. I didn't want Tubi or somebody else to own her cartoon. So I kind of held off on it.
Yeah.
But now that we have this platform, I'll be able to get that out faster. And I have like 3 episodes already, but I ain't gonna lie, I slowed down because I was a little unsure of what I was gonna do with it. But now that I know we got True Light TV on deck and ready to go, I
Yeah.
know exactly what I'm going to do with it now. I'm going to have a cartoon section for kids on um on True Light TV, and it's going to be in Roku, Android, Apple, the mobile, Fire TV, and Google TV. It's going to be on all. It's going to be on everything.
That is absolutely fabulous. I have a question for you. When it comes to writing scripts, what's your motivation? Like, how long? What's your motivation? How long does it take you to get it done?
It takes some time to get done. I rewrite quite a bit. I'm a perfectionist, so Traveling Temptation probably rewrote that. I want to say 6 times,
So you
and
saying when you writing a script, you shouldn't rush it. Just take your time, no matter what. Just take your time.
I
How
would
many
say
words?
I would say the first one, the first right, flush it out.
Hmm. And that's a
Like,
rough
don't,
copy.
yeah, flush it out. Get everything out. Get it out. Because it's not going to be how it's going to stay. Just
Oh,
get it out. Get it out. Get it out. Flush
whatever.
it out.
So that means whatever's in here, you get it
Yes.
out. You let it come
Flush it
through
out.
your pen.
Yes.
And what's the next step?
Read it over. Have other people read it over that you trust. That's going to tell you the truth. And make it better. Make every scene, make every line better. Put all the ingredients inside of it to make it what you want it to be. That wasn't the original. That Trap and Temptation was nothing of the first script. It was totally different. It was
Mm.
so much of a difference. The lines, the small nuances, the ending. I made that ending when we were shooting.
Okay, so while you were shooting, you went straight into the ending. It wasn't no writing, no nothing. You just did it.
We had an ending, but as we were shooting, I was
You
like,
changed it.
oh. Like, yo, you know what would be dope if we did. I don't want to give it away, but I'm
Right.
like, you know what would be dope if she came out and she was driving the car and everything tied together. That
Yeah.
was after the fact. That was after the ending
So
was
you
different. I
knew.
was like, it was cool. See, I got this thing where it's like, good ain't good enough.
Right.
So it was good, but it wasn't good enough. And if you feel your idea is good, it's not good enough. Good because good is not
Right.
good enough. We wake up good. We wake up good. We
Yes,
wake
sir.
up, brush our teeth, we get up, we're good. But it's that extra grind, that extra work, the small details, practicing before practice and practicing after practice that makes you great. And if
So
you
it's
want to get,
nothing wrong with, because I'm gonna be real with you. Me personally, like I said, I'm new with the podcast thing. I'm new in the industry, period. But I am not new. When I say I'm new and I'm not new, I'm more so what you would call singer songwriter. I just started trying to write scripts. You understand? So I learned from you that your first draft is never going to be your last draft. You
that's
have
right.
to, yeah, carefully look it over. Don't just try to
You know who
rush it
you
out
know
there.
you know who I learned that from?
Who?
Sylvester Stallone
Really?
when he made Rocky. He wrote that.
No way. I never
And
knew that.
he wrote it over and over and over until the Hollywood fucking people told him it was good enough, and then they bought it for him for $1 million plus. And then they told him they were gonna get somebody else to play Rocky. And he told them, no, I'm playing Rocky. And they said, no, we need a real actor to play Rocky. And he said, no, I'll walk away then. Keep your $1.2 million. A walk. So he rewrote that 10, 20 times. And when he said that, I said, you get it out and then you tweak it and make it what you really want it to be. Make every single page come to life and be what you want it to be. That's why all the movies got twists and turns. My movies
Right.
got twists and turns.
Plot twist.
I
They
want the
do.
viewer to yeah, I want the viewer to not predict the movie. I want them to not know where I'm going in the film. I want it to be a lot of, it went that way, this way, this. Oh my God, that's what happened. Oh my God, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I need it to be like that.
So what influenced you to become a director, producer, and screenwriter? What made it your passion? Is that your passion?
It is my passion. I was lucky enough to get paid from my passion and get paid from something that I love to do. Originally, I was in music. I did music for 20 years. You know what I'm saying? So as I was doing music video, I shot over 800 music videos.
Whoa.
You know what I'm saying? So I started doing music videos. That's what I started doing, behind the scenes, and then music videos, and then from music videos to short films, from short films to feature films, and from feature films to shows and cooking shows, and then eventually started directing.
So I don't even know what to say behind all that. I'm gonna say this: your profession. I'm gonna say this: your profession is not easy. A lot of times, and I'm gonna say for myself, we look at the actors and the actresses, but we forget to shout out the writers, the producers, the directors, and I learned something tonight. So what I learned tonight is for now on, because I'm listening to you talk and I'm listening to all the hats you tell me, all the hats you wear, all the work you put in, and how many times you rewrote the script. Like that's a lot of hard work. So
Yeah.
for us not to acknowledge y'all the way we should and shout y'all out, that's not, you know. I learned. So from this night forward, when I watch a movie, I'm going to look and see who did what, who's the director, who's because this right here, that's something y'all need to hear too. And I'm really proud of you. And you come from my neck of the woods. Oh my goodness. What would you
Yeah,
have to
no.
say to up and coming script writers and stuff like that? Because it's very hard to be able to trust somebody with your work in industry nowadays. Like I got some stuff that I'm sitting on, but I'm kind of nervous. What would you say to somebody that wants to learn but scared to show their work because they don't know? What would you say for that?
I would say don't be scared. Go for it. I would say you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? I'd rather be like, what would you rather be? Would you rather be 0 for 9 or would you rather be 0 for 100? I'd
true
rather be 0
story.
for 100 because at least I shot my shot,
Even if they take your work.
it, even if it take my work. Because if that's what God wants to happen, then that's what will happen, and you will learn. It's not a L. It's not a loss. As long as you learned, as long as you grew from the experience, they might take it, but you might have learned so much from the experience that your next go around they're not going to take it.
And when you say that, what do you mean? Because I got stuck there for a minute.
It means that whatever is meant for you is meant for you, and whatever is not meant for you is not meant for you. Whatever God has ordained for you is ordained for you. Whatever is meant for you, you're gonna do no matter what. Nobody can stop that. Nobody can stop what God has for True Light Films.
I like your push. I like your
Nobody can stop that. Nobody's yes
mm,
or no can determine what I'm gonna do.
that's deep.
Nobody's. Nobody. I got this way from people telling me no. No, all right, cool. I'm gonna do it myself. No problem.
And you know what's crazy? One of my interviews, I interviewed my favorite actor and my friend, Mr. Executive Producer Will Coleman.
Mm.
And he's an actor too. I interviewed him, and he said to me in that interview, "You can get 1,000 no's. All it takes is that one yes. That one yes." Talking to you really inspired me. It really did because people like you run into a lot of people like me. I'm not saying I'm down here nothing, but we need that push sometimes. And seeing you and everything that you've accomplished. Excuse me, I got tongue twisted because I'm excited. Accomplished is amazing. Like your hats, the hats you wear, you young, you pushing, and with everything you got going on, you still manage to accomplish all of these things. You getting all the actors that everybody like, love, and adore. Like, how do you do that? How?
I go in their DMs and I say, "Hey, my name is True Light Films. I got this movie. I would like to put you in it. I got a budget. I got a small budget. It ain't a big budget, but this is what I can afford. Here's the script. Read it. And if you like it, let's talk about what we can do."
And that's what I'm afraid to do. I'm a podcaster, and I'm right now. I'm learning from you. See, a lot of people they get you on their podcast and they'll interview you, but what are you learning? I'm learning something while I'm interviewing you and learning about you as well. You
Yeah, I'm not
understand?
afraid to put myself on Front Street. Like, either, what are they gonna do? Say no?
That's
Okay,
the only
fine.
thing they can do.
No problem. Say no, and then I'm gonna go on to the next thing, and then I'm gonna go on to the next thing. But at the end of the day, you have to take the shot.
That's amazing.
You have to take the shot because if you don't take the shot, it's a guaranteed. It's a guarantee that you're not gonna make the basket.
Mm,
You don't know until you take the shot.
true story.
You gotta take the shot, and I'm gonna take 100 shots, and I'm gonna think. See, winners don't think about losing.
Yeah.
Winners think about winning. Michael Jordan missed more than he hit, but he never thought he was gonna miss. He thought every shot was gonna go in. He believed every single shot was gonna go in, but he missed. He took 9,000 shots, and I think he missed 6,000 of them.
He did his thing though.
But the point is, he believed every shot was gonna go in. Winners don't think about losing. Losers think about losing. So sometimes people say, "Yo, you lucky," and I say, "I'm not lucky. I failed more times than you tried." I'm say it again. I'm not lucky. I failed more times than you tried because you scared to lose. I'm not. That's the only difference between me and everybody else. I'm not scared to lose. I'm not scared to fail. I'm okay with failing because every time I lose, I get better and better and better and closer to the win. So the more you lose, you get closer to the win. And as long as you learn from what you did, then you've already won. You can't lose if you think about it that way. I don't ever think about losing or failing, but I know I've lost and failed more times than people even got off the couch to try because they're so scared. They're so stuck up with what so and so is going to say or how I'm going to look if I lose. If I actually lose, the only thing that's going to happen is you're going to lose and you're going to try again, or you're going to lose and get discouraged and not try again. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
true.
I
I get
I
you.
lost I lost more than I won. I did more bad movies than good movies. But it took all of those bad movies to get to the level that I'm at now, so that now I can just make all good movies.
Wow, that's
And
amazing. Like,
you can't be scared of that
yeah,
because that's reality. The reality is you're not going to win at everything. The reality is you're not going to win every race. The reality is you're not going to make. You don't think Spike Lee got bad movies? Of course he does. He has tons of bad movies. All the directors have tons of bad movies. Nobody started out making blockbuster movies. Nobody did. Everybody makes bad movies. My daughter's FaceTiming me. Everybody has bad. I told her daddy was going to the. I'm in the living room. I said, "Listen, I'm going to the living. Let me do my thing."
oh, she love you.
I know it's okay, but that would be my main advice to people out there in the world trying to get something off the ground. Do it. Like really do what Nike says. Just do it. Do it. Get it over with. And it's not easy putting your work out to the world for people to criticize. It's not an easy thing to do. But I got a saying. People say, "Oh, you hating. Oh, they ain't like my movie. You's a hater." Here's the reality about that. The reality is this. If you listen to what the haters is saying, some of the truth is in there.
Especially if it get under your
So I
skin.
make my work. There you go. So you make your work hater proof, so that the haters, you turn your haters into fans.
Yeah.
You can't hate on if it's that good and you cross all your T's and dot all your I's. You make the sound good, the acting's good, the writing's good, the cinematography's good, the directing's good, the clothes they got on is good, the makeup's good, the hair is good, the angles is good, the locations we shooting in is good, the car they driving is fly. Make sure the actors are rehearsing every week. You get on a Zoom, you make sure the actors are rehearsing and studying their lines. If you do everything you're supposed to do, you will have good work.
That is deep. How do you? Okay, I got another question for you. When you pick your talent, right? And I see this a lot. How do you pick your talent? What do you look for when you pick your talent? Do you look for the talent itself or do you look for the appearance? Mm.
Well, the first mistakes I used to make was getting the talent before the script. Never do that. That's a mistake.
When I say appearance, I mean like, let's just say you got two ladies that's auditioning for the same role, right? You got a big girl and you got what society wants women
It
to look
depends on
like.
the role. It depends on the role. So the role may call for a big girl. The
Okay,
role may be for a big girl. It may not
right,
be what society wants. That
right.
specific role. You ever seen what is it called? The Battle of the Sexes is on Netflix. It's with the girl. She's kind of heavy set.
I haven't seen
Um,
that.
but it's a heavy set role.
They
You know what I'm
crazy.
saying? So you cast what the role is casted for.
So what if, okay, what if you get the two ladies I said, or even the two gentlemen? It could be two gentlemen as well. And the person that does not fit the appearance part aces it, but the other person that fits the appearance garbage. What you gonna do in that situation?
Find cast somebody else. If she don't fit the appearance, but she does the job well,
Mm-hmm.
I just went through this. She didn't fit the appearance, but she did it better than the person that did fit the appearance.
Mm-hmm.
That's still not what I need.
That's a good answer.
That's not what I need. Both of them go.
The
I gotta
reason
find some.
the
I
reason
gotta
why I
find
say
some. Go
that's a
ahead.
good answer, I'm gonna tell you why that's a good answer because a lot of people they know homegirl did her thing. They just gonna brush her off. This girl can't act. So not only do you get rid of good the person that knows what they're doing, the good talent, but you gonna put somebody there that don't they don't
Nah,
give
I'm
up
not doing
right.
that.
Exactly. And that's what I wanted to hear.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna give the person that fits the role the best.
And got the talent.
And got the talent. It goes to the best person for that role,
I
and it's
respect
also
that.
who she. So let's say there's a married couple, and you're looking for the guy and the girl, and he has better chemistry with her, but the other one is a better actor than her, but he don't have good chemistry with her. That means they both go because you're still looking for chemistry. You're looking for Martin and Gina.
Hmm.
Martin and Gina had that chemistry.
They
So you're not
did.
only looking for good acting, you're looking for chemistry.
Because if
That's
you
what
don't
makes a
have
good film.
chemistry, that don't sit right. That's going to stick. People are going to be able to notice that. People are going to be able to
Yeah.
see that. You
You
understand?
gotta
If you
have
just
you gotta have good chemistry.
that
The
is true.
chemistry the chemistry has to work out. It
And
has
that's
to
why
be
it's
good
important to
chemistry.
always be in your rehearsals and always make sure that you're reading your script
And
with
that's
the
why it's
person that
important
you are
not to
seeing.
just that's why it's important not to just give people roles. You can't just say, "Oh, I want this person and that person. We're going to put them together." They might not be good together.
Hmm.
They might not be good. Their chemistry might be off for whatever reason. So you have to really cast. You have to really do. You have to cast. You have to make them read. You have to. You have to see the chemistry. You have to feel it out. It's a feeling. I don't know what it is, but I know what it is when I see it. So I know what I'm looking for. I can't tell you what it is, but I know when I see it, I know what it is.
So your
It's one of
stomach
those
got to be
things.
tight trying to audition for one of your movies.
No, I just know what I'm looking for. I know what I wrote. I know what the vision in my head of this
Mm-mm-mm.
person who it's going to be. I know who she's gonna look like. I know what she sounds like. I know what she talks like. I know what she. walks like, I know how a body type, I know who that person is already. And if she ain't that, I can't give nobody the role.
As you shouldn't,
I
because this is
can't
your
give,
project and you
I
want your
can't give,
project to be
we
what it's supposed
can't
to be.
give anything. They gotta take that role.
Ooh, you made me make the ugliest face just now.
You know what I'm saying? We can't give them the role. They gotta take it. They gotta embody the role.
They gotta work.
They gotta make it their own. See, actors have choices, right? What I mean by that is, as actors, they have a choice. There's the line you read, and there's a million ways to choose how to say it. There's a million things you can add to the line. You could say the line could be "Get out of my face," and I could say "Get out of my face." Let's say "Get out of my face," or I could say "Get out of my
Oh,
face." There's many lines. There's many things. There's many choices that they could choose, and it's up to them to choose the right choice for the role. But it keeps calling me. And depending upon what they choose, I may say, choose this way, do it this way, do it that way, do it more sad, lay back some, calm down, talk a little bit lower, be a little more excited.
and
You're not
that's
excited
directing.
enough. That's directing. That's getting what you want. But my job is not to teach you how to act. I'm not an acting coach. That's
Right.
what acting coach. That's what acting coaches do. I'm a director. I direct the scene. I direct the movie. I direct the flow of the set. I direct the team players. You know what I'm saying? But acting coach, if you want to acting coach, you do that before. That don't happen on set. That's what you study for. That's the practice before practice.
Do you
And then there's
suggest
practice after practice.
when you give somebody a script, right? You suggest that they read the whole script. Am I correct?
Absolutely.
Reason being, if you just read your part, you're not gonna. That's not gonna. You're not gonna work out too good on set. You got to read the whole script so you can understand it. You can get the feel of it all the way up until your part and past that if need be.
So you could fully understand what's happening. Yes. Yeah, you need to fully understand what is happening in that script. You need to fully understand what's happening before your scene, during your scene, and after your scene, and when you come back in the scene, so that you could understand the state of mind of the character. Right, the character might have came from. So I was going over this thing. The actor, the previous scene, he had to rehearse with his wife in the
Mm-hmm.
scene, but he came from a bar with his friend, and he didn't read the whole thing. So I was telling the kid, "Do you know where you came from? Because you actually just had 3 shots
Mm-hmm.
in the scene. Now you're home. I'm not saying you're drunk, but I'm saying you came from the bar and was drinking and had 3, 4 shots. So you shouldn't be. There's a state of mind there. You have to think about that, where you
How you
came
want to
from.
do it, why you're doing it.
You left him and said, I gotta go see my wife, and you drove home. But you're acting like everything is all good and you just was in the house with her all day. That's not how this scene was. You came from somewhere, you stormed out, you went home to confront her, not just to talk to her. You came here to confront her. It's a different,
Yeah.
that's a different demeanor. That's a different attitude that you would have with that woman if you came here to confront her versus I'm in the house all day and we're just talking. That changes that changes the acting game. That, that changes the choices.
Mm, this is deep. This is really deep. And don't laugh, actually learned a lot
That's what's
interviewing
up.
you. It's like you interviewing me. But I enjoyed it because I don't really, like I said, I'm new at this, and I'm honored. Anybody that comes on this podcast, I am honored. You understand? I'm really, really honored, and I look forward to the work that you're putting out. And I'm going to get more into the work that you're putting out so that I can learn more about you because this is all new to me.
You
And
send me your Addy in a DM, and I'm gonna send you my book. I'm good to great.
I appreciate that. How much is
I
the
got
book?
you. The book is $20. It's on Amazon, but I'm gonna send it to you.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm gonna sign it
That's
and I'm gonna
really
send it.
nice. Thank
I
you.
got it. No doubt. No doubt.
Thank you. So
I got you.
I appreciate you coming on my little podcast. Okay. And I definitely hope to get a chance to interview you again.
Yeah,
I also learned that that's what you got to do. You got to do the footwork, getting these people inboxes. You're not the first person I heard say this. People tell me that all the time. Don't be afraid, stuff like that. I'm a scaredy cat. But from this day forward, I'm gonna be getting in these inboxes. The only thing they can do is say no.
that's it.
So it was
That's
definitely a
it.
pleasure. And
It was my pleasure. Thank you so much.
tell the people how they can reach you.
You guys can reach me at True Light Films, at True Light TV. My Instagram is TRULIGHTFILMS and TRULIGHT TV. True Light TV and True Light TV will be in the stores in June. And watch Trap and Temptation on Tubi, watch Glow on Tubi, watch Will You Marry Me on Tubi, watch The Pale White Horse on Tubi, watch Self Destruction on Tubi,
Oh my
watch
God.
Cream on Tubi, watch it all on Tubi
I
for
saw
now.
that too.
Oh, Cream, you saw Cream?
I saw it. I
Yo,
saw it.
okay. Thank you again. I appreciate you.
Thank you. All right.
You have a good night, Mama.
You too.
Okay.